This is going to be my first time getting a CGM. A CGM is also known as a continuous glucose monitor. I've been wanting to do this for a while, but I just never had the financial resources to justify getting a $100 glucose monitor. But we're doing it today because I think this is an investment in my health. I truly want to understand what it takes to get my body into a fasted state. I also want to see how my blood glucose levels respond to things like exercise and to certain foods. So here we are kickstarting things here on December 27th. I know I said I'd jump back to it on the 26th, but I've just been dealing with a weird brain fog. But this is my incentive to push myself forward to continue on this journey. So I'm doing my post-Christmas fast. Fasting is not a diet. EDF is a diet because you end up eating every 36 hours or so. OMAD is a diet, but fasting is not a diet because you're not eating. Fasting is a tool to use to put yourself in a state of healing. And since my body has been in a state of healing, FYI, I've been dealing with chronic fatigue. I mentioned it in this video. I thought, why not help it out by promoting that state of healing through fasting? Like, I'm tired all the time anyway. I'm probably going to take the next 3 days off working out. My body is holding up, so that's good news. But I'm going to take some time off working out to see what's going on, and I'm going to use this time to take advantage of the extra calories I consumed and all the inflammation I'm dealing with, to use all of that and go into an extended fast. Now, I don't know how long I'll be going, but I was watching Dr. Mindy Pelz's video earlier today, and she was talking about blood sugar, and she was saying that you can have certain foods while fasting, but they have to be fat bomb foods, and they have to be foods that you will use in the sense that, let's say you're at 48 hours fasting, it's getting a bit hard, so you would have a fat bomb. However, this is so individual. You need to know your blood glucose, see how it responds, because ideally the fasting state, not ideally, but factually, the fasting state is a low blood sugar state. So she was talking about coffee and putting cream in your coffee. It all depends on how you respond to the cream. That's why it's kind of important to test your blood glucose levels. You don't need a CGM to do it. You can have the other ones where you prick your finger. So what you would do is, like, basically you would prick your finger, get your blood glucose results before you eat. Eat whatever you're going to eat. Wait half an hour and see how your blood sugar responds. So let's say you're in a fast. You're doing a 48-hour fast. So you get to a point of the fast where, you know, you want to like prolong the fast and you're struggling, so you would have a fat bomb. She talks about the fat bombs that she lists in her book. I'm going to read that section of that book when I get home, Fast Like a Girl. But she mentioned 2 in her videos, avocado and nut butter, but she said usually avocado works. So you would basically test your blood sugar, eat the avocado, wait half an hour, test your blood sugar again, and your blood sugar should be within relatively the same range. And if it's not, then you got kicked out of a fasted state. So I'm going to be doing this experiment myself, but today I'm going to have no food. I am going to have things like lemon juice and apple cider vinegar. These are like the safe things to fast. I want to see how my blood sugar responds. So yeah, I'm going to be doing this until the end of December, just fast away. And then I will be back to workouts hopefully on Saturday. Sunday, I'm going to have a New Year's Eve little meal, but it's going to be a more responsible meal. And I'll probably do it as an OMAD. And then on the 1st, we're going back to the gym and we're working out. Now, I used to do fasting in a way where I would fast every 3 to 4 months. And I think now I'm due for a fasting period for a number of reasons, just to help reset my system, to help bring down my blood sugar, because I'm pretty sure it's pretty high from all the food I ate for the last week for Christmas and all that, and me just struggling and all that. So fasting is a great reset. But the key to all of this is coming off the fast and eating regularly. But I know once I go through a long extended fast, what will happen? Basically, my appetite will be crushed, my blood sugars will be normal, and I can eat in a normal way. So there's that. Anyway, I am gonna go get my CGM. I'm gonna go to Walmart and get some things for my fast, just sparkling water, and then I need some K-tape for my knee. And then I'm gonna go to Earth Gems and pick up some incense because I just want to stay home right now. I'm already falling asleep and it's 9:30 a.m. Like, this chronic fatigue thing is just horrible. It's really been bringing me down and it's been getting me like kind of depressed, but we're gonna see. My body wants to heal. We're gonna listen to it and we are going to rest. And I'll take you along my day as I check my blood sugar throughout and see how this all works out. Operation Get This Body Back on Track is on its way with my little blood sugar reduction little toolkit here. So I'm going to spend the day reading this. I got the Freestyle Libre continuous glucose monitor, so I'm super excited for that. I gotta sort that out. And I also got some precision ketone test strips. This is for my ketone test blood picker thing, just to check out my ketone levels. But this is a good buy because the glucose strips are so expensive. And I like to check out my ketone levels when I'm, going into ketosis, while I'm fasting, etc. So yeah, I'm gonna get those numbers for you. I got some vitamin B2 and we're gonna make this happen with this horrible migraine headache. But I'm ready to just detox my body from all of the sugar I've eaten. I have a lot of inflammation right now. I can tell, big time. So yeah, the inflammation is out of control. I can feel it. I can feel it in my body. I can see it on my body. And yeah, I'm trying to figure out what is going on with the chronic fatigue I've been dealing with. And I've been listening to Glucose Goddess, and she talks about how when we have lots of blood sugar spikes, those spikes which happen when we eat something sweet, then our blood sugar crashes and then we want to crave more. That crash is what causes the sweet cravings. And she talks about all of these spikes. The more spikes you have, it correlates to a lot of diseases. It correlates to aging faster. The same thing that goes with eating, like a healthier diet. The same principles that go with fasting, how fasting helps reduce all these things. The blood sugar spikes is kind of correlated to that because, again, fasting reduces your blood sugar. And there's diets out there that help reduce your blood sugar, like OMAD, keto, alternate day fasting, or just eating a low blood sugar diet with eating carbs. And the reason why I got the sensor is that I want to get the information of my body. This is so individual. This is such an individual journey. Everyone's going to respond to certain foods differently. So I'm using this monitor to help me figure out what I'm responding to. But the Glucose Goddess also did talk about chronic fatigue and that those spikes in glucose levels can be correlated to chronic fatigue. I don't know. I've had chronic fatigue since I had the car accident, and it's nice to know with her journey, she broke her back very severely when she was 19 years old. It always seems to come from people who've been through heck with their body. Joe Dispenza broke his back in multiple places. He healed naturally. That's a different story. She broke her back from jumping off of a cliff in Hawaii, went with her friends, 19. She just fell wrong in the water and she smashed her vertebrae so severely. She had a surgery. She's very lucky because a lot of people who have back surgeries, you have to have a good surgeon. Well, she thankfully had a good surgeon, healed within 3 months, but she's been dealing with, she's not dealing with it anymore, but her mental health kind of deteriorated. And she never had anxiety or anything like that all her life. And it correlated to, I guess, her body's stress response from the injury. And now she's using this entire, learning about glucose and all that. She has a master's degree and all this stuff. She's highly educated. But she came across this all because of her little journey with breaking her back. So when she shared that story, I can kind of relate to that. And she helped heal her mental health using this method. And she loves sweets. What I love about her is that she's not about eliminating any foods. She's about eating foods in a certain way so it reduces your blood sugar spike. But yeah, it's just cool coming from people who've, you know, struggled with their health, because once you lose your health, you have nothing. And I've been struggling with my health for 10 years. It's been really bad since the accident. And I just want this chronic fatigue to go away. And it's been a response my body has had since the accident. So I'm hoping following all of her little tools, maybe it'll help with the chronic fatigue, because it sucks, and the headaches and all that. But anyway, I'm gonna go figure this all out. And next 3 days, pure nurturing. I am resting. I have my continuous glucose monitoring system all connected to my phone. This is only on for 14 days. I paid $99 for this. I thought it was a permanent sensor, but I guess not. It's okay. We're gonna experiment with this for 14 days, and then I'll just go back to buying the test strips. But 2 weeks of experimentation should not go to waste. We're starting off with a fast. I don't get my first glucose reading until an hour from applying the sensor. So that's gonna be interesting. But damn, having diabetes is expensive. It's an expensive business. I can see why doctors don't want to cure people of diabetes when, I know this is controversial, but diabetes is one of the, like diabetes type 2. It's just due to diet. It's due to diet, and that can be changed. What happens is the doctors put people on these meds, you know, becomes a whole system. Their insurance becomes involved, you know. People make money off of it. That's how it is. But it can be reversed. It really can be, with diet, fasting, and understanding how your blood sugar works. So yeah, I'm excited to have that reading. So this is gonna stay on for 14 days, and I'm gonna like document it all. So there is that. I still have a horrible migraine, so I want to document, like right now I've had a migraine all morning. I put it on, so like the first hour of having this, I'm wondering if my migraine is correlated with spikes of insulin. We'll see. But I have not eaten since 9:00 p.m. Yesterday, so I'm a good 18 hours into my fast. But yeah, we're gonna continue fasting with this. And I guess I can do the ketone test now to see where my ketones are at. Or maybe we'll wait. We'll wait a bit for the ketones.
How beautiful is she? Oh, you're so beautiful. Bo, you're so beautiful. I should spell your spelling of your name to B-E-A-U, Butte, instead of the Bow River here in Calgary. She thinks she's a woman. You look like a wild animal.
I'm loving this fast. I'm just like chilling. So I'm about 21 hours into my fast, and we are gonna test my blood ketone levels. But as I do that, I'm testing my blood ketone levels with, hopefully this is charged. Sometimes it's not charged. Oh no, I don't think it is. This happened to me last time. I gotta charge this sucker. Give me 2 seconds. So my blood glucose level was at 3.9 millimoles per liter, and my ketone level was at 0.1. It's pretty interesting wearing this glucose monitor, because I've noticed that when I move and I get up, my glucose level goes up. Like the highest I've seen it gone up since I've been fasting was 4.7. And then when I'm lying down and I'm resting and I'm sleeping and all that, my blood glucose level got really low to actually 3.0. And I'm like, well, aren't you supposed to be dying when you get to 3.0? But as soon as I started moving, my blood glucose level went up. It's like the body is so smart. Like it is so smart. It's just so incredible. Like, it knows what to do. The cells that are within us are just so innate, and not just our human cells, but our mitochondrial cells, which are actually, I screwed that up, but mitochondrial is an organelle. Basically, that is responsible for, it's like the energy powerhouse of the cell, and it's also been playing a major role in major diseases. It plays a role in inflammation. But what I wanted to say is that I learned this from school. The mitochondria, they believe back in the day, through the evolution of the eukaryotic organism. So eukaryotic organism is an organism with a complex cell, as opposed to the other one. I think they're called, okay, we're not going to get too sciencey here. Still retaining all this information from university. So basically they're saying the mitochondria has its own DNA, and that's because once upon a time during the evolutionary history of eukaryotic cells, it probably ate another cell. So anyway, that's not what I wanted to say. What I wanted to talk about was the gut microbiome, because I've been doing a lot of reading while I'm fasting. And with the gut microbiome, we have 10 times more bacterial cells in our body than we do human cells. So we are way more bacterial. We are way more gut microbial cells than we are human cells. So the gut microbiome plays a major role when it comes to so many things. It comes to brain health, when it comes to insulin sensitivity and our body's ability to remove blood sugar from our cells, and so much more. Like, I'm just learning so much about this all. So the goal of this fast is to help reduce to help promote healthy gut bacteria, because as you fast, the bad ones kind of die through the process, and just to reset it all. Anyway, that was my little segment there. Tomorrow morning, I'll show you how I look. I'll be taking photos of myself daily. My weight right now is just between me and my coach, because my weight is not making sense at all. I have so much inflammation, and with the muscle and everything, but I believed I probably dropped 3 pounds today, just like that. And probably tomorrow morning, I'll drop even more, just to get rid of all of the inflammation and water I'm holding on to. Anyway, if you made it this far into the video, just drop in some star emojis. And I'm sending you guys mad love. Take care. Bye.